Stop trying to force people to see things your way. Now, we'll come back to the reasons why that doesn't work, but what I want to offer you is an alternative approach, which is all around curiosity. And a really great thing to aim for, rather than this person seeing why they're wrong and why they're so stupid and why they should change to see things the way I do, a really great alternative is to look for accurate disagreement. There's lots of ways of approaching this, but I find that having the goal of accurate disagreement in mind just helps us to stay on track and helps us to kind of be curious, to be engaged, and you might find that you understand things more deeply, and the person you're talking with, that you've been arguing with and so frustrated with, that they can also get a better idea of where you're coming from if your focus is on that. So if you're checking in, say, oh, so are you saying this? Like genuinely asking, not saying, oh, so you're saying blah, blah, blah. But, you know, oh, so is your understanding that there's curiosity, there's exploration there. Now, the reasons that it doesn't work so well to force people to see your point of view, you're putting people's backs up, for one thing, and another thing is that you're relying on them putting aside emotions and being logical and detached and analytical and being able to think clearly and all of these sort of things. And the fact is that people just aren't very good at these things. Now, I'm sure that you are, and I'm sure that in all of your conversations you're doing that just great. If you weren't, then this would be helpful in order to understand the other person's point of view, that you're trying to sort of be a bit more detached and more open. But you know, assuming that you're completely logical and correct about everything, it's still really helpful to understand that the other person isn't going to be swayed simply by logical arguments encased in judgment. So try the accurate disagreement and try approaching things not with the aim of actually ultimately converting the other person to your point of view, but just of understanding each other a little better. Now, I'm standing here near some picnic tables, and I know that it's really quiet at the moment. There's a few kids in a play area and someone playing basketball, but when it comes to Christmas Day or New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, places like this will be swarming with people having dinner and drinks and lunch and all of that sort of thing, throwing a frisbee, spending time with family and friends, and these arguments are going to come up, and it's just very easy when you're wanting something from the other person, you're wanting a kind of connection that comes through them seeing things the way I do. But if instead we can put that aside and look for connection through genuine understanding, and if we take the first step in that understanding, then you're going to find that you're going to get a lot more genuine connection, and it won't be dependent on someone living in the same filter bubble as you and having the exact same opinions as you. So give that a try next time you're catching up with family or friends, and tell me how it goes. Get in touch.